2:29 in the morning on a Thursday, the 8th of January. 11 days to the build. Okay, it's January 2026, and back in May of 2025, we were walking right through here talking about our new Sling adventure.
So this is the start.
We went up to Gold Coast to try out the high wing and the low wing TSI, and we decided on the high wing. So I'm off to go pick up Bruce and Tash's car so I can drive back here from Brisbane, 2,000 kilometers that way, and get our caravan and come back and start our high wing journey. I hopped on the bus to the international terminal. 2 minutes later, Tash is calling me saying we're coming up the ramp. Here's the high five. They're here, they're leaving me. Bye. So that was the high five handoff, and now I'm driving back to South Australia. We've left the confines of Brisbane, and now we're heading up to the scenic rim, going up the Cunningham Gap, which is quite a steep climb. The Great Dividing Range, remnants of the volcanic past. All right, it's about 8:30. Bruce and Tash met them at the airport in Brisbane, 7 hours back that way. And now I have 2 dogs, a Land Cruiser, and a swag to sleep in. I hope there's no mosquitoes because it's literally just like a bit of canvas over a mattress. It feels really comfortable. And then this flap to keep the mosquitoes off your head, maybe. We'll see how we do. We might be bugging out early AM if I can't get any sleep because of the bugs bugging me. About 6 hours of disjointed sleep last night and on the airplane. It's really warm, so I'm just using the canvas swag, and my head is sticking out for all the bugs to come bite. And this is like a Northern Territory swag where you just kind of stick your head out and sleep under the stars. But tonight, I'm on the East Coast where all the creepy crawlies are. Let's see if I can make it through the night, or at least part of the night, a couple hours, and then we'll hit the road. Well, slept on and off, woke up at 4 a.m., hit the road, and kept on going. Ten hours left to go to get back to South Australia, and it's 12:30. So that puts me back in South Australia about 10 o'clock. So we're driving through beautiful downtown Forbes, New South Wales, to the west of Sydney, across the Great Dividing Range. It's a beautiful town, Forbes. A lovely old town hall. It's quite spectacular. And then when we were here a year and a bit ago, we went to that church, met a lovely family, farming family. But yeah, some of these beautiful old country towns are really got some amazing architecture. And so yeah, we're driving 2,200 kilometers back to South Australia to go get our caravan, turning around back to Queensland. There's something you don't see every day. I'm not even sure what that is, but it's pretty cool. It's an old rust bucket. Must be a car show around somewhere. 1,000 kilometers to go. In the wide open spaces. When I wasn't looking, the time changed. We're down to single digits, 9 hours and 47 minutes. Woohoo! We can do this. We're coming into West Wyalong, and they've got these lovely wetlands with a beautiful boardwalk. But it's 40 degrees. We are cruising the land with the Land Cruiser. house is a bit different looking. Apparently the fire is way off to the left, to the south of us, but it's obviously spread around. 3 hours and 7 minutes away. Almost there. Nice lights. It's 10 minutes after midnight on the 10th. Yeah, and I left here 2 days ago at 3 a.m. So almost 48 hours. And I flew from Adelaide. I drove up to Adelaide. Flew from Adelaide to Brisbane, 2,200 kilometers that way. And then drove back 2,200 kilometers this way. And just made it back in 2 days. It's crazy. I'm pretty much exhausted. Gonna go grab a shower. Got the dogs here. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna finish packing this place up. Well, not the furniture, that's staying for now, but get all our stuff out of here. And then a week from Monday, because tomorrow's Saturday, 2 days later, in a week, we start popping rivets on the airplane. So I get to drive back to Queensland, 2,200 miles that way. 46 hours later. And now we are about to journey to Queensland to start building an airplane that we've been talking about for the last 2.5 years. Are you excited?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I am. So the first order of business was a service on the Land Cruiser with several thousand kilometers on it. And then we hit the road, but we didn't get too far because it was already late in the day and darkness was upon us. And now to find a campsite. We are on our first morning on the road after our leaving yesterday, and oh gee whiz, look at the view. Unfortunately, this camp cost a lot of money. It's this camp right here. Only $0. Yeah. Pretty rough. Yeah. All right, here we are in the middle of nowhere, south of Red Cliffs, Victoria, on our way to Swan Hill. And we are rebooting the car / computer. We got the battery disconnected because Bruce handed me the keys basically and said, yeah, it's been acting up. And if it acts up, just disconnect the battery and reboot it for 10 minutes and then it starts working again. So that's what we're doing. Because the cruise control wasn't working, I'm getting a cramp in my leg. It's terrible. There's the Tattersall Hotel pub, and we're gonna camp right behind it here on the banks of the Edwards River. It's quite lovely. Hey, hang on. I thought we were in hey, not yeah. What's going on here? Oh, look, emus. All right, here we are in the middle of nowhere. And pretty much the middle of nowhere. You can tell by the bonnet or the hood up that we're rebooting the computer again. Because the car is basically a giant computer with an engine and wheels attached these days. Second time today, and 3 times yesterday, so hopefully this time was just in the middle of the highway cruising along, so hopefully it's not getting worse. But yeah, we just need to get to Brisbane and then we can put it in for service. We popped into the Dubbo City Toyota dealership and they were fantastic. They put a computer on, gave us a couple fault codes. Turns out it was the gate on the front of one of the turbos not actuating properly. So we had a few more instances where we had to reboot as we traveled across the country. Fortunately, we managed to stop in front of the mechanics hall, not that there was anybody there, and after some light refreshments, continued on to our final night on the road with only a few more hours to make it to our final destination the next day. Here we are. There's one caravan, a car that pulled both caravans, and then the other caravan back there in the back. It's back there, I promise. Anyway, and here we are at undisclosed location, and the airport is 2.1 kilometers that way. So we are here in Queensland, days away from beginning our Sling high wing build. It's all very exciting. So we're just getting set up. Bruce and Tash are on their way back from Fiji, the poor things. I'll probably have to move this because it won't be in the right spot. But yeah, you can see it's lovely. There's sugarcane fields all around us. Brisbane's that way. That's north, that's west. So we're under the shade of the trees for the afternoon sun, hopefully. So we won't come back to blazing hot caravans.